The Big Mac Bridge continued today, but there is still no timeline as to when the southbound lanes will reopen. So remember, construction still hasn't even begun. ODOT told City Council this morning they don't know the full extent of the damage, but they say it's much worse than they originally thought.
WCPO 9 News reporter Andrew Rowan was at City Hall today, and Andrew, council members had a lot of questions for ODOT as well.
The main one, Craig, when will the southbound lanes reopen? Is it weeks? Is it months? ODOT said they didn't yet know because they're still waiting for the results of lab tests on the damaged bridge material. Those should be in this week and they'll inform design and ultimately construction. But tonight there are big questions about reopening the Big Mac.
And I know we can't say when it will reopen, but are we talking weeks or are we talking months? Do we have a sense of that?
We don't know yet.
At City Hall,
what might the cost be?
more questions.
I don't know that we've done an estimate yet. I don't necessarily know any more than that. I can find out more for you.
Then answers.
The answer can't just be, it takes time.
Councilmember Seth Walsh frustrated over what he sees as a lack of legitimate updates.
They've got a lot of reasons why it's taking so long, but they're not actually giving us any real updates.
19 days after a playground fire, the southbound lanes are still closed indefinitely.
What is the timeline for the timeline on a construction timeline?
That's part of the issue is we're not sure what the extent of the damage is. So as we get that determined, then we'll be able to have a better timeline on how everything's going to progress.
ODOT says the damage is worse than originally thought, with fire damaging a possible fourth steel beam. Construction will likely require new design because of the bridge's flanges.
The steel manufacturers asked if we could adjust that versus us just saying, hey, here's the old plans, rebuild this. We also don't know the limits of what we need done yet. So that's part of the delay on that.
All while afternoon gridlock continues, despite efforts to ease congestion with traffic lights on detour roads.
It really doesn't matter what we change the signal timing to, there's going to be significant backup.
Did you feel like the answers you got were satisfactory?
No, not really. And that's not to say they're not doing a fantastic job, but that is to say there's a lot of darkness right now that I'm not comfortable with and I'm frustrated by, and I know people at home are frustrated by.
For its part, ODOT says it understands the frustration. Crews are working 24/7, but safety is their top priority. They say getting the shoring towers up as quickly as they did was a huge accomplishment, and they send out a public update every afternoon. But Craig, as for the cause of this fire, the city says that investigation might take several more weeks.